Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding this.
We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Buffalo Bills. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the...
Here we go. Yellow.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Spears, and he's got room. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 38-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss. They'll try the left side. Spears. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Ready?
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. On 4th down, Rivera. He finds his man, complete. That's Yates. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Spears. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. The point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Devontae Wyatt just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Allen going to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Allen. And he finds a man on the crossing route. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. This will be fielded at the 17. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. 3 and 5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5 and 5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3 and 6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock. Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Rivera. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. To throw on second down. Rivera. He finds his man, complete. That's Yates. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Yates. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
On the ground, it's Gold. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Here we go.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Running it with Gold. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Rivera. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 15.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The Bills at 6-2 to start play, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where the open week fell.
12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go, set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
3-3.
On 2nd down, Spears into the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Throwing on 1st down. Rivera. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw again, eluding the pressure right. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he'll be out of bounds. And give him a gain of 37.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Ready. Yell, 1.
They'll run on 1st down. Spears. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
56.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. This is taken at about the 14. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun, Rivera. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2 inch ones that you can buy.
Yeah.
In addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Rivera. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes, left side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
On 1st and 10, Rivera. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
On 2nd down now. Spears. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Taking on the midfield logo. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They go up the middle with Chubb.
58 yards rushing for him now to this point. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Now Allen. Open man. Once again, it's Thielen. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
And these two looked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Nick Chubb, he has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Bills have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off play action. Rivera. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. Looking to throw. Rivera, a solid stiff arm. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the left side. Spears. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
On 3rd down, Spears, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Let's go.
On 4th down, Rivera. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They run it again with Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Throwing to start the drive. Rivera. Incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Rivera looking deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Rivera. And this is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they...
There he goes, right side. The 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 75 yards. And the Bills use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they take possession of the football and have it at their 36-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Touchdown Bills. Stephon Diggs. 35 yards.
And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
On first down, Rivera. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Throwing on first down, Rivera.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
Touchdown!
Christian Watson.
23 yards for a touchdown.
And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And again, it's Chubb. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And that'll keep this a 9-point game. So with that miss, Charles, you have to figure their fate. It might be sealed.
Yeah, you needed 2 scores. So you take the field goal first and then worry about getting the ball back. But that may not matter now.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out.
Here we go.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw. Rivera. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Set, ready.
On 1st and 10, Rivera. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back to throw now on 1st down. Down inside the 10, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 22-yard scamper. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now Allen. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Back to throw. Allen. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time.